Hey everyone, I'm Lamar here. We're about to watch another episode of The Expanse. I'm watching episode 7. Last time episode 6. Miller, he kind of dug too deep and found out that basically the police force on series is, I don't know if it's part of the OPA or is paid off by the OPA. So that was interesting how that was set up. He was almost killed, but I can't remember the officer's name who saved him. And she had to shoot two people. One in, I think, through the chest, the other one in the head to rescue Miller. But it was interesting to see how that developed because all he was doing was getting shocked a lot and tortured. And then he was released and he came back, spoke to, what's his name? Anderson Dawes. Found out more about Julie. Then he was about to be thrown in the airlock, about to be killed. And then he was rescued by, I can't remember the officer's name. Then he finds out what was actually missing. It was in that little hamster thing. Has the secret codes, gives it to his boss, and then she removes all his clearance and all his credentials, and he just fires him on the spot, and then he has him removed. And just to see how that worked, and to see an actual officer, like a space officer from series, basically being paid for by the OPA. The crew of the Rocinante now, it was Tachi, but it's the Rocinante. They worked with Fred Johnson, and they put a bunch of gas tanks on a Martian. I don't know if that was like a fighter ship or some type of ship. I don't know exactly what type, but it came from a battleship, so I'm assuming it's some type of like fighter cruiser or something. And they just decked it out with like a bunch of gas tanks and saying, "Oh, it's a gas tank now." Found out that there's a spy inside Fred Johnson's like establishment there to watch. I don't know what he was there to do, but I can't recap the entire thing. So let's get right into it. Let's go.
There must have been a time when it was good. Your daughter, Julie, had courage. And, she deserved to be helped. Not everybody does, you know? The brass sends me cases like Julie's when they don't want them solved. He took away all the cards. Wanted me to bring her home. Sorry. Ducks. Take me to the docks! Oh, it's all over the feeds. Mars went ballistic when a belter attacked the Scipio Africanus. So now they're patrolling every shipping lane between here and Eros.
And we are driving a stolen Martian frigate.
The only way this ship will pass for a freighter is if no one looks close enough. Tired of rolling the dice.
This whole trip is a gamble. Just got pinged by a ranging laser. What did you do?
We'll know if they're coming for us now.
How did someone as smart as you end up on the Canterbury?
I fell upwards to the level of my incompetence. Same as the rest of us.
Hey, now we're talking about me.
Hey, y'all.
Why are we broadcasting?
What are you talking about? No one's broadcasting anything.
Yeah, we are.
He's right. It's a radio transmission coming from between the hulls. There's nothing down there but service and conduit.
Could be a faulty controller.
No, it's modulated in code. Amos, check it out.
You're a mark here, bud. That's a good shot.
At least Holden.
I'm Christian Avasarala, UN Deputy Undersecretary.
This about Jimmy?
It is.
Ma'am, do not enter that residence. We cannot maintain your security here.
He's been with us since Tycho.
A spy for our friend Fred Johnson.
Hey, I take offense to this.
Shut up!
Why would Fred spy on us? He knows more than we do. Have any idea what he was transmitting?
No. He fried this thing right down to the boards.
I wouldn't have if Knuckles over here hadn't jumped me.
Nobody shut up. Do you not understand?
I am a consultant for DeVilla Aerospatial. I've been stealing codes and tech from Tycho for 2 years now.
Then why are you on our ship?
Dipped my fingers a little too deep in Fred Johnson's cookie jar. I had to get off of Tycho before his OPA leg breakers scooped me up. I got a peek of your flight plan. I saw you were headed for Eros. I hitched a ride. I got contacts there. I was just calling them to arrange a pickup.
Too bad we're not going to Arrows.
You're not? And where the hell? There's nothing else out here.
It's none of your damn business.
They launched a boarding skiff on an intercept course.
They must have picked up this arsehole's transmissions. They probably think we're smugglers, and now they're coming to check us out.
You think the Martians are gonna buy whatever story you're selling?
Will you shut him up, please?
No, look, you need to...
Talk some more.
You gotta get right. You use it too much, but you gotta get right.
Enough. Get him below.
Friends. You all remember Mr. Miller? He used to work for us, but now he's just one of us. Tonight, he's my guest. When we first met, you told me that I was the patron saint of lost causes. You remember that? I think I may have found another one in you.
You think you've won?
How about this one? James Holden was conceived by a cult of political extremists as a trick for 8 people to claim generational land rights. Kicked out of the Navy, he fell in with a radical fringe group in the belt because it reminded him of home. I can make shit up too.
Why are you here?
I need to understand your son.
And what will that accomplish now?
I have 2 governments and whatever the hell the OPA calls itself on a course toward a war that your son started. I want to stop it before anyone else loses a kid.
You haven't told me he's dead. You're dancing around it. Letting me say it. Why is that?
He's not dead.
Hey there, incoming. This here's the gas freighter Rocinante. Can't help but notice you.
Rocinante, we are going to need your flight plan and lading. Please transmit them now.
Oh, hell, we're just hauling some helium down to Eros. Listen, if this is about that radio thing, our comms are all messed up.
Please transmit your flight plan and lading, Rocinante.
Roger that. There you go.
Your data's corrupted, Rocinante. Rocinante, you have been flagged for inspection per MCR Trade Regulation A066. Do not deviate from your present course. If you do, you will be fired upon.
You can't, like,
Watch your step.
yes?
Worried about what's gonna happen when they board you? Because they will board you.
If that happens, you won't be around, Sid. You think I won't space you?
I'm pretty sure you will. Won't change anything, though.
It'll make me feel better.
I know a few tricks might help get us out of this jam.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Either way this plays out, you're dead. And I'm the one that's gonna bring you the good news. You're a loose end. It's another person.
Just like that, huh?
Like water's wet, the sky's up. It has nothing to do with me. We're just caught up in the churn is all. I'll see you soon.
That's pretty interesting. It's never been a big part. security come and get him? They did just break through a house. That's looking bird. The question is, they have birds. Like, do they have anything else besides those robot hamsters? Is that a robot bird?
Miller, you asshole. Long time. How they swinging? So listen, that ship you're looking for, Anubis 1A is still here on Eros racking up dock fees.
The property line is that way.
I would tell you if I could.
You will now leave. And if you come back without a warrant...
Fine. I have intelligence that says your son survived the Donager. Now, will you stop posturing and help me keep him that way?
Where is he?
Why did Jimmy leave?
All right, knuckle dragger, come to daddy.
You get the help. Congratulations.
Oh, it's an electrocutor.
This is a game of pretend, and you guys are pretending to be the wrong thing. The Mickeys have been known to disguise their attack ships when they're doing covert ops. They use a special set of codes that tell other Martian ships that they are out there.
Donkey balls.
Did you just say donkey balls?
Donkey balls.
Back when I was flying transport for the MCRN, we ran across this unflagged tanker acting kind of suspect in a pirate zone. So we prepared to engage, but when my captain hailed them, they just jabbered on and on, ending with the phrase, donkey balls.
Listen to me. You guys give that skiff the proper set of codes, and they have to back off.
He's right. It should be in an operations locker somewhere on this deck, somewhere right here.
Where did you get that key?
From Lopez.
Still in here stealing stuff.
For a lifetime illusion.
You want to throw that in too?
Miller? I was just coming to check your apartment. What are you doing?
Well, gonna take a trip.
To where?
Eros. Okay, come with me.
Stood at the gates to greet whatever goons the government sent to harass us. No offense.
None taken.
What time of that ship did I come in?
Guys, this is taking way too long.
You kill the power of the magnetic seal, the backup in that locker is gonna kick in and keep it shut.
That's why I'm gonna kill the power source first, so that the backup doesn't trigger.
It's a good idea, but there's not enough time.
You underestimate my ability to break things. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go prep for plan B.
What's plan B?
To get down to that airlock and make sure nobody boards us.
Alex, hold him off as long as you can.
Get us those damn codes.
Do you know how many Martians died getting us off the Donager?
A few hundred.
And now you're gearing up to kill a few more like it was nothing.
Because they are the enemy right now. And we're the fugitives. How much justice do you think you're gonna get for the Canterbury inside a prison cell? The guy with big ideas wanting to take on the bad guys, as long as it doesn't cost him anything.
What the hell are you babbling about?
You logged the distress call, Holden. Welcome to the churn.
Rocinante, release your outer airlock door and prepare for boarding.
Roger that. Got any ideas for revising this plan?
Stall them!
Oh, there's an idea.
We are not those guys. We're not the assholes.
I'm done talking, Holden. We're about to have company.
I will take you down before I let you take them down.
You got a clean shot, back of the head. Take it if you need it.
Damn.
You don't think I'll do it?
There's only one way to find out.
Rocinante, release your outer airlock door now or we will breach.
Okay, listen, we gotta let them in now or we get a bomb on our hull.
I've got it.
What? You got it?
I've got it.
Rocinante, this is your final warning.
Sorry to be such a pain, boys, but our power problems, they've been so ubiquitous and mendacious and polyglottal, like a couple of donkey balls.
No words there. Very big words there.
Received and understood, Rocinante. You get those comms checked out when you hit port.
You got it, fellas. And, hey, you boys be careful out there, here?
You too, Rocinante. Safe travels.
Son of a bitch! Can you believe that? Damn, I'm good.
That worked out.
Well done, y'all.
You see, it wasn't so bad.
Yes, ma'am. Secretary Aaron Wright is calling.
Put him through.
We're taking Holden off the board.
Taking him off the board for a series of circumstances we don't even understand.
We're beyond circumstantial here, Christian, and we can't afford to wait for the next
Disaster in Holden's wake. Things are fragile enough out there right now.
When Holden gets to Arrows, he's done.
According to Fred's coordinates, the last known residence of Lionel Polanski is a charted belt asteroid.
We got ourselves a rock. Hopefully one with some answers on it.
Yep.
Hey, next port we hit, I want your boy Amos off this ship.
What's happened?
Whatever leash you had him on, you better get him back on it.
He's not my dog.
Getting shown the road?
Get him under control. You're the only one who can.
Are you anything like that animal you got topside? Amos, you call him.
No.
Good. If you can look at yourself in the mirror and still decide that you're gonna toss me into space because I'm inconvenient to you, then at least you can do me the respect of telling me that it's gonna happen. And mercy is not on the cards for me.
Like, Amos told you that to your face. Okay, that was episode 7 of The Expanse. We got to see a little bit more of, well, a little bit of how, but not even really like Holden's family. Not really. You met his mother. That's about it. And they got through the Martian checkpoint, and they found that the secret code that's inside the ship, and ubiquitous something like I can't remember it. Polyglottal, or it was ubiquitous, polyglottal, and I don't remember the second word. And then you just put donkey balls at the end to just mix things up. Those covert codes said, and then the ship is like, okay, yeah, yeah, it's great. Have a good day. We're out. We don't want to know what you're talking about. Everyone's great over here. Like it's a very interesting setup, but it's both following protocol and following like orders. If someone says these certain words, or someone says this passcode, then just carry on. Doesn't mean nothing. We got to meet the spy, who got the absolute crap beaten out of him by Amos. But he did make an actual question for Holden, and he didn't really care. He said, okay, you got a good shot. Take it if you think you need to. And it's just that it. If you want to take that shot, go ahead. I'm gonna shoot who's ever in front of me. If you want to stop me, just shoot me, and we call it a day. It's very interesting to see how he just nonchalantly just went to that extreme. But that's how some people are. Well, I'm going to get out of here. As usual, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that stuff down below. And as always, have a great one.